Stay in stealth mode. And stay away from here.
So, run and hide.
Until we can find Ultron, I don't have a lot else to offer.
If you want to get some kip, now's a good time, because we're still a few hours out.
A few hours from where?
Safe house. Honey? I'm home. Company. Sorry, didn't call ahead.
Thor.
I need answers. I won't find him here.
Hey guys, starting to get a little cold out, huh? I don't suppose you'd mind chopping some firewood for later. I think Clint hid the axes around here somewhere so the kids wouldn't find them. Yeah, that door gets stuck once in a while. Not that I'm questioning Clint's skills as a builder or anything, but you might need to force it off.
Earth's mightiest heroes. Pulled us apart like cotton candy. Seems like you walked away all right. Got a problem? I don't trust a guy without a dark side. Call me old-fashioned. Well, let's just say you haven't seen it yet.
Sorry. Well, Clint said you wouldn't mind. Our tractor doesn't seem to want to start at all. I thought maybe you might,
Don't take from my pile. Everything. What else you...
World-renowned geneticist Dr. Helen Cho's research into cellular regeneration is second to none. Her latest creation, located at the Eugene Genetics Lab, is known as the Cradle, which is apparently capable of synthesizing and repairing damaged human tissue. By the way, the image that you're seeing is a Eugene Genetics truck, not the Cradle. They kind of look a little different. If Ultron got his hands on the Cradle, then there's no telling what he might be planning to do with it.
Artificial intelligence. You never even hesitated.
You're not the director of me.
I'm not the director of anybody. I'm just an old man who cares very much about you. So what does he want?
To become better. Better than us.
They need to evolve. Has anyone been in contact with Helen Cho?
Cellular cohesion will take a few hours, but we can initiate the consciousness stream. We're uploading your cerebral matrix. Now.
I can read him. He's dreaming. You're madmen.
There's incoming. Guys! We have to move.
Two minutes. Stay close.
No. Stop it.
I'm always picking up after you boys.
Captain Rogers, do you read me? Romanoff should be tailing you with your shield. Continue to engage Ultron. And Cap, try to avoid explosions. That gem could level the city. Agent Romanoff, Cap is gonna need that shield. Stay in pursuit.
LEGO Marvel's Avengers walkthrough, so this is the third level, I think, when it comes to Age of Ultron. And this one, once again, has 3 parts, and this time, for better or worse, I'll be narrating most of it. And the first thing we have to do is take on the clones of Ultron with Captain America on top of this semi-truck. And I always think it's funny in these scenes how the trucks never seem to notice what's going on. Maybe the semis wouldn't know, but all these other vehicles don't really seem to care, especially that ambulance. That they don't seem to care about what's going on top of the truck here. So anyway, we need to take out about 8 of the clones, and then Ultron himself is going to come down, or I guess some variation of him, since there's like 50 of him or something. And we're just going to have to punch the crap out of him until his hearts go down. And we're going to have to do this twice. So once we take out this one, we're going to have to take out yet another group of enemies, and then we're going to have to do it all over again. At least I think we only do it twice. May have to do it more. It's a little bit long on my timeline here. And this is pretty cool. We're going to get Captain America his shield in a second when Black Widow decides to give it. I don't really know what determines when she decides to give it, but I guess the game will tell you when. You can switch to her if you want to try to blow up a couple of the other cars, although there's not really any reason to, since you have to switch to Captain America to continue on. So if you're playing on co-op, I don't really know what the person who's Black Widow does. Maybe just sits there and, you know, that person's just there for moral support. And then we're going to have to fight Ultron here a second time, but he's not going to come down for a couple of seconds. And then I think here Black Widow's going to come up to give us his shield in a second. We can see her down there in the bottom left, she has the shield there, but nothing's really happening until finally a cutscene just randomly happens. She does a totally pointless stunt. I mean, she could have just as easily driven right up on the right side. It probably would have been a heck of a lot safer, but, you know, there you go. And then you're going to want to switch back to Captain America, and then you're just going to want to take out this guy, because all of a sudden when you have your shield, he has no problem coming down to face you. I don't know why you had to get your shield for that to happen, But there it is. And then you'll just want to punch the crap out of him one more time. And I think we may have to do this one more time. I guess we'll just wait and see here. Yep, I guess we gotta do this 3 times, since that is the magic number in video games. Just like if you see a red barrel, you gotta blow it up. And I guess there's even a... I don't know, what are other rules in video gaming? If you see like a I don't know, anyway. I had a way better thought. That sounded way better in my head. But anyway, so let's just take out these 8 guys, and then we're gonna have Ultron come on down one final time, I think. And that should be the last time we have to do this. And then, of course, there's going to be a cutscene, and then the next part of the level, which is actually not too long, and then there's going to be another cutscene, and then the third part of the level, because that's how these levels are pretty much split up. It's just 3 major sections, and then a couple of cutscenes between, as well as the overworld puzzle to get into the level to begin with. So now we just got to do a quick time sequence, yet again. I don't know why this game was so obsessed with these. I guess it wanted the fight scenes to look a lot cooler and didn't really want you to do anything, but hey, now we're playing Devil May Cry. So just mash the button on the screen and eventually Ultron, or this version of Ultron, will get defeated. And then he's gonna fly away, and then I think that's gonna be it for this part of the level pretty soon here. All we have to do is build this LEGO object.
Access granted.
Right above you, Cap. Thanks, partner.
Bash, bash, bash! Pew, 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 pew!
Tickets?
I'm going in. Cap, can you keep him occupied?
What do you think I've been doing?
Tickets, please. Tickets? Get a job in Korea, they said. Safer than New York, they said.
We gotta go. Ned! You have the package! Get it to Stark! Go! Civilians in our path. Can you stop this thing?
Guys, we've got a potential range of civilian casualties here. Better get to the front of the train to pull the brakes on this thing.
Alright, so now we are on this train, and we just kind of got to deal with a bunch of Ultron, and we get to play as Captain America, and I believe that's Scarlet Witch. So we get to use Scarlet Witch's Harry Potter powers as we are going forward on the Hogwarts Express. Is that... what the heck is that train called? Anyway, this kind of reminded me of that Dementor scene in the first LEGO Harry Potter game where you had to go through the train to get to the beginning of it, or at least to get to part of it. Yeah, no, you had to go through a lot of it to get to Lupin, and you had to fight off all the Dementors. That was kind of fun, but this is kind of similar, and you get to use Scarlet Witch's power to do all of these LEGO objects that have this sort of circular red aura around them. At least I think it's red. And you just have to do it to open up the way, and then you'll have to switch to Captain America every now and then to free, like, to put down a fire. There might be a switch we have to throw his shield into, nothing we haven't seen before. You can also fight those Ultron guys if you want, or just skip them entirely and just rush forward through the front of the train, which is pretty much what I'm doing. And of course, what we're trying to do is get to the front of the train so we can pull the brakes and get it to stop before something happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure the rail that we're on is endless, so I don't think that it would kill anybody, and apparently this train has perpetual energy because it will never stop on its own unless we get to the front and pull the brake immediately, but maybe there's a cutscene that explains what would have happened if we didn't stop it that I missed. I don't actually remember. So anyway, put out the fire and then switch to Scarlet Witch to move these bricks out of the way, and that'll just shove them out the top of the train, and you get some kind of, I guess, sort of cool Lego physics. And then we can walk forward here, move another one of these bells, which I don't really know what that did. And then Ultron's gonna go super angry mode and destroy even more of this train. I don't know what he has against this one. And then once again, we're just gonna skip past him, head straight forward. And I don't think we actually run into Stan Lee on this train, but we saw him in the last cutscene. He was a little bit annoyed that Taiwan, or wherever the heck we are, isn't safer. Is this Korea? This might be Korea. Isn't safer than America. So anyway, build this bridge, and I think we gotta switch to Captain America to put out a fire. Then we're gonna have to switch back to Scarlet Witch to actually pull the lever or the brake to stop the train. And then that's gonna be it for this section of the level. There will be a cutscene, and then the final third of this level.
I just need to take a minute.
Did you get it?
Stark will take care of it.
No, you won't.
You don't know what you're talking about. Stark's not crazy. We're mad scientists. We're monsters, buddy.
You want me to help you put Jarvis into this thing?
No! Of course not. Inside this way.
Stark, come in. Stark.
Anyone on comms?
Imagine if they had shoved Jarvis into the brain of a pig. I wonder if that would have made him a vision pig or just a stupid pig that would have been killed the next day for bacon. Anyway, this is the final third of the level, and we get to play as Quicksilver for the first time, I think, actually. And he's kind of fun. He's pretty quick. He can build stuff really fast. And at first, we just need to go around and destroy a bunch of Lego objects so we can actually build that big satellite. I don't think it's a satellite. Well, like satellite dish that is in the top center of the screen there. And this kind of has a weird thing that I got stuck on when I first did this, and I cut out most of it, but anyway, the thing to do is just kind of go around, destroy what you can. You'll notice that you can't actually you can't go anywhere that you aren't allowed to, which is true for anything. I mean, if you're not allowed to go there, then you can't go there, but I mean, for this one, they have those road stops that pop up that keep you from being able to check out the other sections of this area, not that there probably are any. So as usual, you will see these Lego objects at the front here glowing. Just destroy them, and that will allow you to build the first part of this, and it, for some reason, takes a while to blow up that one. I don't know why that was. And then, if you remember earlier in this game, there was a person that we could mind control, but we didn't have anyone to mind control them with, but this time we do. We have Scarlet Witch. So similar to the Riddler in the Batman games, we can take control of this person, and we just need her to pull down that lever inside the train. Now that'll open up the door and give us the final pieces so we can begin. Okay, that's loud. I'll turn that off. I'll have to answer that later. Anyway, so then we will have to build the first part of the satellite dish, and then this car is going to come and blow up. And I think we have to go destroy that one, and then we're going to be able to climb on top to build the second part of the satellite dish. And we just have to use Scarlet Witch to break open the car. And then that'll be flung on over to the bottom here, and that will let us put that together. Next thing, we're going to have to build a ladder with, what's his name, with Quicksilver. And once we build that ladder, we'll be able to climb on top of the train there. But first, we need to do something that we haven't really done with Quicksilver before. And I think we have seen these before. They are these little boost sections that you're going to need to come over here, blow this up, build this boost section. And you can only do this with fast characters. So right now the only one I know of is Quicksilver. I'm sure there's other speedy characters in the Marvel Universe. I have no idea who they are because I don't pay that much attention to Marvel. And once you throw Captain America's shield to open up that switch and then get this garage to open, you can blow up all of these crates, and that should let us build the speed boost. And once this is together, just switch to, what's his name, Quicksilver, and I got stuck there, so something had to kill me before I could get out of it. Yay, LEGO non-glitchless game. And then we can just come up here, and you're going to want to get on the ground kind of behind it and then push B, or I guess in front of it. Push B, and hopefully that you actually jump on this instead of defeating the enemies. Then rapidly tap the X button and you'll go all super speed crazy on this building. And then you can jump on down here, and you're going to want to destroy that electrical line, and then you'll be able to build the ladder. But Quicksilver's pretty stupid fast, so it's kind of hard sometimes to see because you can zoom right past it. You can also see Stan Lee hiding in the back there. And once we build this ladder, if you switch to Captain America and put out those fires, then you'll actually be able to save him there. And there's also a mini kit right there if you want to grab that. So once you are finally deciding to be done messing around with playing as Quicksilver here, just come back down onto the train, or that might be a bus, maybe it's not a train, and then build the ladder, then switch to the Scarlet Witch, and we're going to want to come up here again. And this was a part where I got stuck on because I didn't know I was actually supposed to switch to her, but I cut out all that wandering around that I did. Then come up here, and you'll notice that the Scarlet Witch can actually raise this steaming platform. So just lift it up, and you might think someone needs to be on top of it, but they don't. Just lift it up, that's going to get destroyed, and all you'll have to do is build this and then activate the big satellite, and that'll be it for this level.